All right. The last speaker for a very short speech will be Bill Wise, who's the CEO of Mediaocean. And then we'll have a keg party. No, it's Hearst. Sorry. We'll have very nice cocktails right after that. So hang around. Thank you.
Okay, so I stand between everyone here and drinks, so I'm going to be fast. Two quick notes. First, I run a company called Mediaocean. Internally, we say MO or Mo. It's November, and it's Movember, raising money for cancer that affects men. So if you're looking like, is he trying to grow something here or not, I cannot grow facial hair, but I'm doing it for a better cause. So I now go into every meeting with that disclaimer. My wife says I'm either white trash or she asks me to walk behind us because, I look homeless. But so I'm hoping the suit did me justice. The second thing is events like this are incredible, not just for the content people to get up here, but afterwards. So I hope everyone sticks around and takes the content from today, because that's how we really move the industry forward. And I really want to thank Chris, Carl, and Sonobi for inviting me and inviting all of us and MediaMath and Hearst for hosting us. So without further ado, I'm just going to go into, Chris asked me to say a couple of words around 2015. What are some trends that we can talk about? And I will take no more than 8 minutes. So the first thing here is, I think share of voice becomes a critical metric, right? All of us as consumers have so many more choices. There's fragmentation all around us, and CMOs need to figure out how to reach their audience at the right time in the right place across devices. My kids barely watch TV on the screen. We got beautiful flat screen TVs sitting in our living room, and they sit in that same exact room and watch shows on their iPad. Because they can get up and walk around. They have flexibility. They're checking email at the same time. They're listening to music in the background. They're doing homework all at the same time. So for a CMO, and the CMOs that I'm talking to, they're really starting to measure share of voice, which talks about fragmentation and also convergence. Second trend, I believe that will happen over the next 12 to 18 months, are open exchanges will be replaced with private marketplaces. Right now, all of the planners and buyers that we reach are talking about viewability. They're talking about fraud and how much fraud is latent in ad exchanges. Since I was one of the founders of Right Media, it gives me great pleasure that Yahoo bought us for a lot of money, because I think private marketplaces are the trend. And hot off the press, Yahoo acquired Brightroll today. I don't know if you guys got that notice. Next trend is I think when Criteo and Rocket Fuel went public, I think the world kind of took a step back and said, how on earth is an intermediary taking 45 cents of every dollar that an advertiser is willing to spend? And I believe that ad networks overall, they're going to come under major margin pressure. And I think it's going to come from the likes of Sonobi and MediaMath and agency trading desks, who can provide the same function more efficiently. And Chris didn't even pay me to say that. I believe that to be true. The next one is other media becomes programmatic. So we're already embarking on an initiative with Spotify and Pandora, where we have brought programmatic to radio. So we have about $3 billion of radio ad spend going through our systems. And what we've done with Pandora is expose them to traditional radio buyers. So now through our platform, you can both monetize digitally and traditionally. Radio happens to be really small relative to overall media spend. So we were able to kind of be nimble and quick around that. Obviously, the holy grail of this would be, could we do that with the television market? And I'm not thinking that's a 2015 thing. That's probably more in the 3 to 5 year range. But certainly in the UK market, a consortium was formed through all of the press publishers, and that's magazines and newspapers, where they want to be able to sell their print inventory and their digital inventory together. and that's now being accepted in the market. So I think that will also kind of come to the States and be a major trend for next year. On the flip side, while TV is not going to be programmatic in 2015, brands will force convergence. So you should be able to, if you are a TV buyer, you should be able to buy online video in the same systems that you used to buying TV. Clearly, currencies are different. In the States, it's a GRP versus ad impressions. But there will be consolidation of workflow. And I think for all of us who deal with cross-media, this becomes both a risk and a reward. And we need to make sure that we're prepared for what does the dynamics happen? How do we evaluate inventory when it's not just a GRP and we're doing a conversion there? And that should be a point of discussion. The other one is, and this is the last one, is with all the fragmentation that exists, with all the point solutions that exist, with the dizzying slide of the Lumascape, interoperability and systems integration is missing, and that needs to be the new currency. So we need to figure out how we can create a common platform by which all of these companies can talk to seamlessly and efficiently, and I think that level of integration will become the new currency. I was going to do a bad joke, but you guys look like very tired. I was going to actually thank Pubmatic for inviting me here, and see if I got a laugh, and I got two. So I'm glad I didn't use that. And then I was going to follow by saying I knew it was Sonobi who invited me. So all these three trends form Sonobi. Thank you very much. Drinks are going to happen right now. And again, I want to thank everyone for coming. Thanks for having us. Thanks.
All right, 8 minutes. Excellent. All right, so thank you all for coming. The conference is now over. Drinks will be served commencing now on the third floor for the next hour. I hope to see you all down there. Thank you.